A Holyoke man facing 6 charges today after a traffic stop in Chicopee led to his arrest last night. Just after 9 p.m. on Chicopee Street, police pulled over 28-year-old Romario Roberts with an expired inspection sticker on his car. Officers arrested Roberts after learning he had a warrant out of Holyoke and a suspended license. While being pat down, Roberts told police he had a gun on him, and since he had no license to carry, it was seized. He'll have to answer to various gun and motor vehicle charges.